Right, we're just here enjoying a coffee on the Consortium stand, having just delivered our presentation on digital change in the public sector. Paul, how do you think it went?
I thought it was pretty good, actually, Gero. I mean, you think about it, we had, what, 2 or 3 spare seats. We had people standing at the back. So in terms of attendance, I think it was as good as it could have got. What for you, Gero, the key things that came out of it?
I think it illustrates really the demand in the public sector for modernization and for cloud, for digital transformation, all those other buzzwords. Hopefully we've delivered some examples of real customer stories where Consortium has made a difference.
Yeah, well, unfortunately we ran out of time a little bit. We only had a couple of questions, but they were well-informed questions, and we got a round of applause. So I think for me what it really embodies is the power of the Consortium. When we team up, we work together in a collaborative way, the value proposition, I think that gives the customer is tremendous. Yeah, anything else, Gero, you want
Further sessions to come later on today and a couple tomorrow. So we hope to see many more people attending those sessions as well as visiting us on the stand.
Yeah, so yeah, a good event so far. I think we're all enjoying it. Thank you.
So we're on the Consortium booth here at Future Decoded 2017. Andy, what's your first impressions of the show?
I think it's been an interesting first morning. I think it's a different set of people than I remember from previous years, and there seems to be a real buzz. And certainly in our space, in the UC space, it seems that people are really interested and really wanting to know, how can I, one, use the license I already have, and how can I really digital transform my business? So the conversations I've been having are all around digital transformation. Very interesting one with a local government, all around digital transformation. It would appear in the last 7 years that 85% of all of their cost savings have been derived from some form of digital transformation. And within that, obviously, unified comms is very much, I would say, an anchor or foundation of those cost saves, because without it, you can't really digitally transform.
And this is a place to be to find out about all the technologies, really, isn't it?
It is, and certainly here on the Consortium stand, so pretty much everything you need to know about digital transformation, productivity is here. But what I love about our stand this year is so clearly directing customers by industry, but also by what's their first thing they want to do. And whichever it is, we've got a way of helping them here on the Consortium stand.
That's it, with our partners, Coeo, Content Encode, Inframon, Program Framework, and of course us.
Of course us as Modality, yeah. So how have you found it, Ian? What's your impression?
I think it's been great. I mean, it's been very, very busy this morning, which is great to see from, when you put so much effort into the stand itself. There's a lot of talk about some great technologies. Teams has come up quite a few times. Yeah. People trying to understand where it fits in, quite a bit about Azure as well. So yeah, there's something for everybody really, and it's quite nice to have a mix of audience. So rather than just technical, you've got business leaders. It's definitely the place to be.
So I think we're saying it's been incredibly successful.
Yeah, come on down.
Hello everyone, we're the Consortium, and we've just presented on digital transformation for the retail sector. It was a packed event with many people standing at the back. How do you think it went, James?
One of my big takeaways from it, Tim, was about how first-line workers are really undeserved and not looked after by the IT departments. 80% of retail staff are working in this area without any support from IT at all.
Yeah, and there was a huge amount of cost savings and efficiencies they could gain from that, is that right?
That's right, absolutely. And we're also looking at really engaging that workforce so they feel part of the community of their organisation and reducing the amount of turnover of staff and really empowering them to help transform their business as well.
That's great. So essentially, if you have empowered first-line workers, they're the people who are in touch with your customers. They're one of the most important and most unloved sections of the workforce.
Yes, absolutely. And that will translate straight down to the bottom line. There's millions of pounds to be saved by reducing that turnover and improving that engagement.
Excellent, thank you. And in terms of that there, when you're thinking about first-line workers, what about security? I mean, Sean, you know all about security. How do you think why do you think it's important for retailers?
Security is more important than ever in every industry. We have GDPR in effect, and we have people accessing work data on their personal devices. So we need to make sure that those devices are able to access that data to enable those users to work, but secure that data when it's there.
Excellent. And what was one of your biggest takeaways, Sean, from the event?
I think my biggest takeaway was around the work and effort that's needed to go in just to get the core plumbing in place, because once you make that investment and you streamline and optimize your performance of your teams, you're able to start unlocking data insights in your business.
Excellent. And you've done that for Co-op, haven't you? Is that right?
We have, as a joint thing, as a part of the Consortium. We went in there and made a big investment with them to help them streamline, automate, and provision workloads into Azure so that they could then unlock the power of their data.
Excellent. And James, you did some interesting insights about Help for Heroes, is that right?
That's correct. So Help for Heroes, as we all know, is a well-known and well-loved charity in the UK. They're also a multi-channel retailer as well. And so they needed to be able to identify individuals rather than all the personas those individuals may have. That made their marketing much more effective, saving them thousands of pounds a year, and also generated millions of pounds of extra revenue for them as an organisation so they can continue to do good work for those people that need help from them.
Excellent, thank you. And other customers that were covered were Pizza Hut, Westfield, Co-op, and many others. Come along to the next session we're doing with the Consortium. Thank you very much.